Come on in.
Hi, Steve.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Good to meet you. Pleasure meeting you. I'm excited about getting home in the market and getting it sold. Okay.
Okay.
Do you
Nice to
mind
meet
if
you
I
too.
take? Likewise. Thank you. Do you mind if I take a quick look at your home first?
Well, sure. Do you want us to show you around?
I really appreciate that. Why don't I do this? I want to see the first time in the eyes of a buyer. Then after we sign the paperwork, I make sure I wrote down everything, so I don't want to miss any of your upgrades and everything. Fair enough?
Okay.
Fantastic.
All right.
Thank you. Great. Your house is ready to go to the market, Steve.
Okay,
I'm
that's good
excited to
news.
be working. Wonderful. Once again, thanks again for having me over. Like I said, I'm excited to get you home in the market and getting it sold. Okay?
Okay. Well, thank
Wonderful.
you. Yeah, we are too.
Fantastic. Steve, I wrote down 3 real important questions for you, okay?
Okay.
Number 1, do you absolutely have to sell your home?
Well, we probably don't absolutely have to sell it, but we've decided we want to sell it,
Decides.
and we want to make sure we make the move.
Fantastic. And number 2, will you price your home to sell, or do you want to keep it in the market for a long period of time?
No, we definitely want to get it sold, so
Get
we
it
probably
sold.
want to price it to sell.
That's a very smart way to do that. Plus, you want to buy a home in either Grand Hills or Portrush, and you don't sell prices right, you won't be able to buy one, right?
Right. Yeah.
Great. Number 3, do you want me to handle the sale for you?
Well, I mean, you sound great so far. You're very professional.
Thank you so much.
But we definitely want to still hear, what you think the house is worth, and then what you're gonna do to market the house. So.
Great. You know what? I have my notes. I want to make sure I cover everything that we spoke over the phone, and I don't want to miss it. Is it okay to look into my notes back
Sure.
to back? Wonderful.
Yeah.
Steve, at the end of my presentation tonight, one of the 3 things will happen, okay? Number 1, you'll have the opportunity to list your home with me,
Okay.
okay? Number 2, you will decide not to list your home with me. Or number 3, I may decide not to take your listing. And anyone is fine,
Okay.
okay? Fair enough?
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Great. Let's take a moment and quickly review the question I asked you over the phone.
Sure.
Okay? And you said you're moving to either Grand Hills or Portrush, right?
Yeah.
For the right property.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And you said you're moving because of your wife's job transfer,
Mhm.
and you want to be there closer to work.
Right. Right. I mean, she's closer to work. Plus, we
Bigger
have the
home.
opportunity to upgrade our
Upgrade.
get into a bigger house. So we have our 2 kids and our family's growing, so we want to upgrade the situation too.
Sounds like a great plan.
Mhm.
And you would like to be there within the next 3 months. Is that right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Fantastic. And you said you'd like to price your house at 665, right? Is that right?
Well, we wanted 675, and then you asked if we would go down, and
Yes.
I thought maybe six
So,
665 would be the lowest. Yeah.
Okay. And you said you owe about $300,000. Is
Yeah.
that right? Good for you. A lot of equity. You need to protect that for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Now you weren't planning on selling it yourself, right?
No.
Great. And you did want all your cash out. Is that correct?
Right.
Wonderful. Now, there are only 2 points we have to look at it. Okay. Number 1, your motivation to sell this home,
Okay.
and number 2, the price you set for your home.
Okay.
Okay. Steve, I have prepared what we call a comparative market analysis.
Okay.
Okay. There are 2 parts to this research.
Uh huh.
Part 1, we call it fantasy lab.
All right.
You know what it is? What homeowners list homes for.
Uh huh.
And part 2, we call it reality. What real estate professionals like myself list homes and sells them. Okay.
Okay.
Great. Now we are going to. I want to make sure where you want to spend your time, in fantasy land or reality.
Oh, we definitely want to be in reality.
Reality.
Okay. We want to make the move happen.
Sounds a great plan, and I'm here to make sure it's going to happen for you. Okay.
Okay.
Great. The purpose of this comparative market analysis, Steve, is to compare, determine the price of your home,
Uh huh.
the eyes of the buyer. Do you know how buyers determine the value?
Well, I mean, kind of like how we shop around for houses now. We kind of just look at the houses, we look at the price, and then we compare it to other houses and their price, and whichever house is nicer, we go for that one.
Exactly. Buyers determine value by comparison shopping, as you just mentioned.
Yeah.
They look at the price of your home based on its features and benefit, and compare the features and benefit of similar homes that have recently sold or on the market. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
great.
Absolutely.
For example, I know you have a beautiful Porsche. If you were going to buy a new car, what other car would be?
Maybe a different type of Porsche, maybe a
Different.
911.
911. So let's say you're going to the dealer and you find the right car that you want to buy, upgrade your car, and one dealership gave you the price of $75,000, the same car that you want. And across the street there's another dealership, they offer the same car for $75,000, but they have a very upgraded audio system and fancy rims. Which would give you a better value?
Well, if it's the same car, same price, except one has the turbo package, I'd rather get the turbo package for the same price.
For the same price, is that right? Because why?
Well, you get more features for the same price.
Exactly. So you get more features for the same price. What if the first dealership called, hey Steve, we have a very special deal today. We are going to offer you the same car that you like, 911 Porsche, for only $60,000.
Hmm.
Which car would be a better value then?
Well, if I'm gonna save 15 grand, the same car, yeah, I'd go for the cheaper one.
The cheaper one, right? Because you save money. Is that right?
Yeah.
Wonderful. So, unless you're planning to add more features and benefit to your home, are you?
No, like you said, it's ready to go to the market, right?
Ready
We
to
kind
go
of
to
want to
the
sell it as is. We don't think it's worth upgrading the house anymore.
Exactly, because once you start one place and they're going to have extra job and take time, and since you want to be in your new house and within the next 3 months, we'd rather sell it the way it is. Okay?
Yeah. Now, I do have a question. We have a half bath.
Uh-huh.
I was thinking about adding a shower to that to make it, 2 full baths. What do you think about that?
That's a great question. Let me ask you this. Would you have the luxury of time and money to spend on it and go to the city and get the permit and all that? It's not going to be something done in a week or so. It's a tedious job.
That's true.
Involvement of city, getting permit and doing the job is going to take at least a month and a half to 2 months.
Yeah.
And plus the money, you don't know if what money you spent, would you get it back or not. So I would say, let's sell it the way it is. Let them do whatever they want to do with it. Fair
Okay.
enough?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Wonderful. So I have the comparable, and I want you to see this. This house is yours, your property is 3 bedroom, 1.5 bathroom,
Mm-hmm.
and it's
That's right.
1461 square feet.
Correct.
Your lot is how many? 7,000, right?
7,000.
Okay. So this other homes, the second that is active, it's a competition to your house.
Mm-hmm.
It's not only 3 bedrooms. How many bedrooms are there?
4 beds,
4 beds, and how many baths?
2 baths,
2 baths.
2 full baths.
Exactly. How many square feet are there?
Yeah, almost 1,600.
1,600 exactly. Yours is only 1461, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's almost 29 square feet bigger.
Mm-hmm.
39. And the lot is a bit smaller, but look how many days it's been in the market for that price.
20 days on the market.
So it's not going to help you, right? The same price, 657.
Mm-hmm.
Bigger house than yours, and has been not only one extra bedroom and one extra bathroom, but it still couldn't sell it in 20 days.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So
So that one's active.
this is active, 20 days in the market.
Okay.
They didn't get any offers on that. So if somebody wants to come and buy you, if you were buying a house in Port Ranch, one house was for 700, one for 750. Bigger house, more amenities. Which one would you buy? Lower price or higher price?
Well, depends. I mean, I'm not sure what you mean. If the smaller house was less, or
No,
and the bigger house was more?
Two homes. One is $50,000 more than this bigger house, but the bigger house has more price. You wouldn't buy the same one as the first one, right?
Well, I guess I'd buy the cheaper house if it was the same.
That's it, but if it's not. So let's look at this other comparable steers. This house is listed at how much?
659.9.
659,900. How many bedrooms and bathrooms are there?
It's a 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom.
And how many square feet are there?
1646.
I see. So it hasn't sold. It's in the market, right? It's a competition
Right.
to your house,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
So how many days has it been in the market?
42 days.
42 days is not going to work for you. Is that?
Mm-mm.
So look at this one that is just recently sold. How many bedrooms are there?
It's a 3 bed,
How many bathrooms?
1.5.
Two bedrooms, 2 bathrooms.
Yeah, right.
Or
Two,
three-quarter, two full.
yeah.
There's a
One
shower.
full and then a three-quarter, yeah.
Exactly. And you see how many days they sold it for?
In 13 days.
13 days. How much? It was listed 679 900. How much was it sold?
Sold
Full
680,
price.
yeah, full price, asking price.
This house has been totally remodeled. This house has been a flip. A to Z was remodeled, not the one like yours that upgraded 10 years ago.
Uh-huh.
So based on that, what price do you think we should use to create value in the eyes of a buyer?
Wow. Well, looks like, it looks like we have competition in the 657, 659 range,
Right.
so the 660 range, and they're active and not sold for 20 days and
Exactly.
42 days. But the one that sold, but it was fully upgraded, which is more similar to mine, is sold for 680.
But they must have spent $75,000 more in order to bring it to the selling standard.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So what price do you feel we should use? Or you think it's realistic to get you to Porter Ranch in the next 3 months?
Well, I still think since this house is closer to ours, yeah, it's more upgraded and it has a one extra shower.
Mhm.
I think we should still price it around that same price, around the maybe 675, and then try our luck on the market.
You know, I wish that could help you. You know what concerns me? Because these other two properties are bigger than your size and better condition. The square foot is more, and the bathroom and bedrooms are more, and they haven't sold it yet. What makes you feel that you can sell that price?
Well, that's a good question. I guess it's our house. We feel like we've put a lot of love into it over the years. And we feel
I
like it's worth
completely
more.
understand that it's an attachment to our property. You know?
Yeah.
Based on that, what we've seen, Steve, the market is dictating us we should list your price at 635. Will you,
Wow.
Steve, list your home with me for that price today
Well,
and get you to Granada Hills within 3 months?
well, I feel like we should at least, ask for a little bit higher than 635.
You know what?
Nothing has sold in that price range.
I understand what you want to list it high to leave room for negotiation, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, that concerns me about that. It's gonna sell the competition house, it's not yours. You don't want to sit in the market for a long period of time, do you?
No.
So let's do the right thing and simply sign the contract at 635 and get you to Granada Health in the 3 months. Would that be great? Sign the contract, please.
Okay. I mean, it would be great.
Fantastic, sign right here. There you have it, man.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. Signing it now.
Awesome. Thank you so much. You did a great choice. Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you.